Good evening, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Azrani, Cabinet, and members of the audience. My name is David Jones, and I am the Principal of Alternative Programs within the Marysville Joint Unified School District, where we aim to remove barriers and build bridges for all of our students and community. This presentation will explain our current alternative programs in the 2021-22 school year and where we would like to go into the future with our program offerings. We will focus on three main areas. First, we will discuss the credit deficiency problem that we face as a district as we pull out of this pandemic, and how we will aim to address it. Second, we will explain the plans to restructure our current alternative education programs to best support our students. And third, we will explain the need to reduce the number of credits needed to graduate out of our continuation high school sites. We currently serve 730 total students within alternative education. If we view each school from left to right, we can see our current program offerings. We have one continuation high school that is WASC accredited and currently has a graduation requirement of 220 credits, which is standard across the board in MJUSD. This school site serves approximately 160 students consistently throughout the school year who are credit deficient juniors and seniors. It is a half-day program and 2 sessions of students who are served over a 3-hour period on site. Students can earn credit in 6 different ways, receive college and career guidance, and have an opportunity to take college courses on campus. All students have the option to graduate from South Lyndhurst or return back to their comprehensive sites to graduate once their attendance and academic goals have been achieved. Moving one school to our right, we see our Community Day School program. It is a 6-hour seat time program for students in 9th grade through 11th grade who are either on SARB attendance contracts or on suspended expulsion behavior contracts. This program serves approximately 50 students, but they cannot graduate from this program. The goal is to rehabilitate the student, build good habits, and transfer them back out to their school of residence. If we move over to the far right, we can see our Abraham Lincoln Independent Studies program. That is WASC accredited and currently serves kindergarten through 12th grade. Currently, we have approximately 520 students enrolled. This year, because of AB 130, independent studies had to be offered to all families. This has caused our independent studies program to explode in numbers. In the next slide, you will see that independent studies currently this year has the highest percentage of credit deficient students in our entire district. At the end of this school year, students who are credit deficient or are not meeting contract will be transferred to their appropriate seat time program where they are best served. This program also has the graduation requirement of 220 credits, which is standard to graduate, because it is intended to be an online independent option that mirrors the brick and mortar option at the comprehensive sites. It is designed for self-starters who are independent thinkers. The failure rate in credit deficiency throughout the country, state, and MJUSD has skyrocketed since the pandemic. This slide highlights the credit deficiency issue that we face here in our own district. Starting at the far left, you can see the formula used to identify these students. If a student is behind 15 or more credits for their grade level, they are considered deficient. As of today, we have 685 credit deficient 9th through 11th grade students in our district, and only one continuation site to serve them. Also recognize that Abraham Lincoln Independent Studies currently has the highest percentage of credit deficient students. Luckily, this year we have AB 104 that reduced credits to the state minimum for our seniors who were negatively affected by the pandemic. This has allowed our seniors to have a fighting chance to earn their high school diploma. In alternative education, it is all about building relationships and serving our at-risk students to give them hope, opportunity, and guidance to reach their goals. In future slides, we will discuss ways to address this credit deficient issue. Over the past 5 years, we have taken fifth-year seniors back on a contract to complete their credits and earn their high school diploma. The graph you see here communicates the number of non-grads each year over a 5-year period that are given a 5th year to complete their credits. This is due in large part because we did not have an adult education program. There have been 137 total students over the past 5 years. Please keep in mind that these are spots that were taken from other credit deficient juniors and seniors within our district at the continuation site, as most of the fifth year seniors attended South Lyndhurst High School. 86 of our 137 fifth year seniors earned their high school diploma by returning back to school with an MJUSD. This equates to roughly 63% of all non-grads. On our dashboard, they are not considered graduates, but at the very least, we have 86 more students who have a high school diploma. The addition of an adult education program within our district will open more spots each year at the continuation sites and ultimately lead to a higher number of diplomas within our community. So now that we have some background to the problems that we face within our community of learners, let's discuss 4 keys to address it. 1, let's fully support and value alternative education by allocating support and resources to our most at-risk population. 2, we need to restructure our alternative programs to fit our current situation and student need. This requires us to close our current CDS program that serves approximately 50 students and replace it with an additional continuation high school housed under the South Lyndhurst High School School Code, which is already WASC accredited. This will give our district 2 alternative opportunities on each side of the river to give our credit deficient students hope and opportunity to graduate and earn their high school diploma. 3, our comprehensive high schools can be more creative by building in credit repair and recovery within the school day. Make it a requirement and not optional. Lastly, we should explore the option of implementing a credit reduction for any senior within the continuation high school program that is mathematically unable to graduate as a senior. This safety net will be explained later in this presentation. The new proposed alternative program offerings for 2022-23 would look like this. Starting from left, we would have 2 continuation sites with identical approaches housed under one school code, South Lyndhurst High School, that is WASC accredited. The South Campus would serve the attendance population of Lyndhurst High School credit deficient 11th and 12th graders. The North Campus would serve the attendance population of Marysville High School and Foothill areas that are credit deficient 11th and 12th graders. This will double the amount of credit deficient students served. The graduation requirement will remain the same at 220 credits required. However, I do propose that a 180 credit option would be available with the continuation programs only for those credit deficient seniors who are mathematically unable to attain the 220 credit requirement. This would be applied only as an as-needed basis for students who have less than 150 credits earned within their senior year. This will be explained further in a future slide. EBL independent studies will remain the same at 220 credits earned. It is important that we change the perception of independent studies within our community, as it is not a place for credit deficient students. It is an online independent replacement of the brick and mortar option at the comprehensive sites. Students who attend the independent study program should be disciplined independent learners who are self-motivated. Not all learners are the same, and we must provide a variety of options for our community learners. We will also add an 8th through 12th grade blended model at the Dobbins Elementary site for students who live in the upper foothills to have a partial on-site option. We will have 1 teacher on this site to provide daily lab intervention and academic support. In addition, there are plans to provide on-site PE, school-based activities, and in the future, potentially add a CTE course option. We will continue to offer online independent studies for grades 1 through 6 with daily live interaction via Zoom and weekly on-site appointments. The overall alternative plan explained on this slide considers our district needs while providing a variety of equitable options for our community. Students in all areas of our district will be given opportunity and options no matter their situation or where they live. Justification to close the current Community Day School site to open another continuation site can be seen within this slide. Unfortunately, the current Community Day School is tied to a 6-hour day and has limited flexibility to serve more students. This site is currently averaging just over 70% attendance and only serves 50 students. Next year, all school sites within the district will remove barriers for their SARB students and retain them at their own school of residence. The same can be said for the students on behavior contracts. Adding an additional continuation will triple the amount of students served compared to keeping community day school, and we can now equitably serve credit deficient 11th and 12th graders on each side of our district. Graduation rates will increase as a result of having two continuation sites and reducing the number of credits needed to graduate to 180. The fact of the matter is that MJUSD requires more credits than what the state requires, and more than what A through G requires. I am proposing that we simply trim the fat on our graduation requirements for our most at-risk seniors that have less than 150 credits earned. This will provide our students a fighting chance to graduate with a WASC-accredited diploma. For most of our at-risk youth, they have been dealt life situations and circumstances that were out of their control. It is our duty as educators to meet them where they are at, guide them to navigate through their hardships to still meet the same end result, which is graduation. This proposal will not negatively affect our WASC accreditation at South Lyndhurst High School, and it will not lower the standard. The yellow highlights on the left are the 4 areas that we would be modifying as a result for our most at-risk seniors. 10 credits of other science is a district requirement and would be eliminated. A through G requires physical science and life science, but not other science. Careers and health are no longer required and would be eliminated off the transcript. We would also eliminate 20 elective credits from the transcript, leaving 20 to complete, as you can see on the right-hand side. Leaving 20 credits will not penalize our specialized learners, such as students on IEPs or second language learners in ELD that require support classes. All support classes automatically go into the elective category and will still contribute to their graduation progress. In the end, we remain A through G compliant, WASC accredited, and help our most at-risk populations in earning their high school diploma. Students who want to return to the comprehensive sites to graduate will remain on the 220 track as well. Most South Lyndhurst graduates will graduate on the 220 track, and those potentially non-grad students would be placed on the 180 track on an as-needed basis. In the end, I hope the proposed restructuring of alternative education within Marysville Joint Unified School District will positively impact a larger number of students and begin to tackle the hardships that we face as a community. The reality is that our students and families need our help to educate, guide, and shape our youth to be positive contributors within our community and world. We have a unique and diverse district that covers a very large territory. The needs and hardships vary and depend on many factors. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. It is our responsibility to do this hard work and think creatively outside the box to address the issues that are in front of us. Thank you for supporting our alternative school programs. I will be available to take clarifying questions, and thank you, and have a great evening.